When you hear the words Call of Duty, you often think of the worst aspects of the game: overpowered weapons, bullshit deaths, the worst players, but what about the best types of Call of Duty players? Let's salute those COD players who make the games worth playing. The player who is always playing the objective, so unselfish, so noble, so dedicated to getting the win that they'd rather cap a flag than sit at the back of the map and get a 10 kill streak. They make the ultimate sacrifice time and time again to get those flags capped or keep a hold of the hard point, and they don't give a fuck about KD, they're only interested in how long they spent holding the objective. That's how they get their kicks in life. These players also rarely rage quit, probably because there's no need to leave the game and you've got more flags than the fucking United Nations headquarters. A similar player to the first one, the player who's always making callouts and communicating to everyone. Consider this a more extreme version of player 1. This guy has ambitions to turn pro. He's got the fucking custom controller and a military grade headset to let everyone in his team know what the fuck is up. Non-gamers, if they heard this guy, would think he's lost his fucking mind, because all he ever shouts is top broken, and I'm rushing mid. What the fuck does that even mean, his parents think from downstairs while googling symptoms of Tourette's syndrome? In reality, he's just super competitive, and if you can put up with his constant callouts, he's a great teammate to have. The player you can always rely on in Search and Destroy. Playing the objective in general is great, as I've mentioned, but there's something special about Search and Destroy which gets you pumped. The feeling when the whole world is watching you while you're the last one alive. Well, 5 people, not the whole world. Basically the same thing. You might not have the bottle for that, but this player certainly does. This guy's blood runs ice cold and he's not fazed by the pressure of everyone watching. He fucking thrives on it. Whether it's 1 versus 6 or a bomb defuse, always make sure you have a Search and Destroy master in your team. The player who uses non-lethal kill streaks. Arguably the most unselfish player of them all, this guy has made the conscious decision not to boost his own KD with attack helicopters, AC-130s, but to make sure his teammates always have an eye in the sky, helping them out as he throws up UAVs every couple minutes. Making this decision at the best of times is respectable, but on Modern Warfare 3, when there's an entire strike package dedicated to this player, they can really take it to the next level. You need a UAV for that 7th kill? No problem. Oh, you want a ballistic vest? Help yourself to one of those, pal. The UAV ran out. Here's an advanced UAV for you. The Andres Iniesta of COD players, always bringing his teammates into play. I mean, what else can you say really? This player is just sound as fuck. Possibly the cousin of the last player, or maybe even the same player. Either way, the player who is always shooting down enemy kill streaks is literally a lifesaver. Some players just live for that bleeping sound as they lock on to yet another enemy Harrier, sometimes before it even gets into the fucking map. You can spot them straight away with their launcher either on their back or pointed to the sky. As soon as they hear an enemy kill streak called in, they stand up like a fucking meerkat wary of a predator, but they don't hide. They've got their stinger locked on to anything hostile in the sky straight away. A true legendary COD player, and definitely one you need to have in your team, especially if you're shite and feeding the enemy team kill streaks. Last but not least, the player who just wants to chill out and have a laugh. Usually can be found using some daft class setup just to try it out. This player doesn't get mad, they're only on COD for a good time. Doesn't matter to this guy if he goes 30-0 or 16-for-20. This is the teammate you want to have if all you want to do is get some kills and see what happens. Bonus points if this person is either a stoner or plays some good music out of their mic. Sometimes you can't be fucked capping flags or calling out where an enemy once set foot, and you need this player in your party just to chill out. I mean, let's be honest, this player is usually utter dog shite at the game, but that's all good because there's more important things in life than winning on COD, and this player certainly knows it. Those are the best types of Call of Duty players in my opinion, who all play their part in maintaining your sanity in the game. Maybe one of those players is you. Let me know if you think one of those 6 types applies to you. I'm gonna go ahead and claim I'm number 1. My favourite game mode is domination, and I get quite agitated if my team isn't in control of at least 2 flags at all times. I've also probably lost years of my life trying to cap that B flag on Bog, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. What other types of COD player would you consider the best to have in your team? I must have missed a few, surely there's not only 6 types of good COD players out there. I can think of plenty of the worst players to come across, but it's difficult to think positively about COD. Probably for good reason, to be fair. A like on the video would be very much appreciated, and aside from letting me know more about types of COD players, let me know your suggestions for other types of videos for me to do in the future. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.